Did you know that on average, the yearly increase of GMO crops are 3.7% worldwide? This is approximately 4.7 million hectares. This is over the past 2 decades, and just as recently as 2017, it reached a record of 189.8 million hectares. GMO crops are rapidly increasing, but little did people know what it could possibly do to your body long term. Despite how long GMOs have been around, they are rapidly increasing, and one day it could be our only source of food. Although GMOs are a great idea to save resources and better help our economy, it could really be hurting our body in the long run. So first, I'll explain how GMOs are made. Second, I'll explain how it benefits our economy. And third, I'll explain how it affects the human body. On the issue with GMOs, some people believe that GMOs do not affect the human body, and others believe it does. While both sides are opposing one another, we can both agree that GMOs are saving our resources and helping our economy long term. GMOs, also known as genetically modified organisms, have been around longer than people have thought. It has just recently received a lot more attention as GMO technology got stronger. GMOs have a specific process in making them. There are about 4 steps in making a GMO plant. The first one is the identification step. According to the FDA, scientists are required to first identify what trait they want the plant to have. Next, they need to find an organism, like a plant or an animal, that already has the trait they want. The second step is to copy it. According to the FDA, after the scientists find the gene with the trait they want, they need to copy it onto another organism. Most scientists genetically modified corn, and the most common one is Bt corn. They copy the Bt gene from another organism. The third step is to insert. According to the FDA, scientists use tools to insert the gene into the DNA of the organism. When inserting the trait, it does not affect any of the other traits of the organism. The final step is to grow. In the laboratory, the scientists grow the plant to make sure that the organism has adopted the new trait. The scientist is required to monitor the first organism before putting it into a large field of crops. I've just informed you on how these GMOs are made. Now let's take a look at how GMOs benefit our economy. There are a couple reasons on how GMOs are beneficial for the economy. GMOs can significantly reduce the release of greenhouse gas emissions. According to the PG Economics, in their article, Global Economic Benefits of GM Crops, he stated that the biotechnology has required agricultural workers to use less fuel and additional soil carbon storage for reduced tillage. He also stated in 2014 that this was equivalent to removing 22.4 billion kilograms of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This amount of carbon dioxide is equal to removing over 10 million cars from the road for over 1 year. GMOs give us the ability to produce more crops grown. This will increase the farm's productivity. According to Daniel Norero, his article about GMO crops increasing yield states that GM crops allowed an increase in yield of 6 to 25%, depending on the country. He also states that the amount of arable land planted with GM increased by a multiple of almost 100. Over the last decade, it has increased from 1.7 million hectares to almost 185.1 million hectares in 2016. Although GMOs can help the economy tremendously, people do not realize the long-term effect it can have on the human health. There are 2 main reasons as to how GMOs affect the human body. So the first one is GMOs have toxicity. According to the GMO advocacy group, the Institute for Responsible Technology, rats were fed a diet containing GMO potatoes. This caused every organ system to be adversely affected just after 10 days of being fed. 3 years earlier, another group found the same results for a GMO tomato and a GMO sweet pepper. GMOs can also cause the loss of nutrition. According to the FDA's Division of Food Chemistry and Technology, tests that have been done by scientists say that GMOs could cause the result in undesirable alteration in the levels of nutrients. So today, I first described the steps on how GMOs are made. Second, I explained how GMOs benefit the economy. And finally, I gave 2 main reasons as to how the GMO affect human health. Although GMOs are a great idea to save resources and better help our economy, it could really be hurting our body in the long run. The next time you are thinking about eating a genetically modified organism, think about the benefits and drawbacks before you do it.